The minutes of the regularly scheduled commission meeting of Thursday, November the 8th, up for approval.
President Kennedy, I move that we approve the meeting minutes from Thursday, November the 8th, 2012, as submitted.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded that the minutes will be accepted as submitted. Are there any questions? All in favor? Opposed? The motion is carried. Communications.
We have a couple of communications. The first one is mayorally announces landmark local hiring agreement between Golden State Warriors, Labor and Community to build a waterfront sports and entertainment arena. The second is San Francisco City Hall and 7 other historic civic center buildings file for LEED certificates. Mayorly statement on local impact of federal sequestration. Mayorly launches Enterprise Zone web app to help city businesses access tax credits. Mayorly statement commemorating Transgender Day of Remembrance. New study shows art and cultural sector is major driver of economic growth in San Francisco. Mayorly announces long-term job agreement between Golden State Warriors and labor for the waterfront area. Mayorly launches season of giving campaigns to support San Francisco families and people in need. Mayorly announces renewed partnership with Benioff Family and Salesforce.com Foundation to help house homeless families. And last is Mayorly and Supervisor Chu launch invest in neighborhoods pilot to protect small businesses and increase access.
Now it's time for public comment. Limited to 3 minutes. Members of the public may address the commission up to 3 minutes on matters under the jurisdiction of the commission that are not on today's agenda. Speakers shall address their remarks to the commission as a whole and not individual commissions or departments. Let's welcome our guests for the evening, Mr. and Mrs. Harlan Kelly. So much. Public comment.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Catherine Davis, and I'm the Executive Director of Baby Hunters Point Multi-Purpose Senior Services. And I am very pleased to announce that our agency is the tax credit partner for Candlestick Heights, which is at 883 to 881 Jamestown Avenue. And this is housing that is going to be available for workforce rentals. It was designed originally as condos, but now it's going to be workforce housing. So I have information about the housing. The applications have not quite been approved by the Mayor's Office of Housing, but we're hoping that that will happen by tomorrow. We'll be able to announce the date of next Friday. So just look at www.candlestickheights.com. Check that website when the applications come out. Really encouraging people who live and work in the community to apply for this great housing. It is 50 and 60% of AMI, and that, for example, is for our one bedroom. It's 36. The maximum income you can make is $36,050, and the typical rent for that is $1,193. There are 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. They're mostly 2 bedrooms. 43 to 66 are 2 bedroom units. And we're really encouraging the community, people who have certificates of preference. If they need help getting a certificate of preference, we will help them. Also, the Mayor's Office of Housing will help them with those applications. And it's a great opportunity that the community has not had in a very, very long time. So if it doesn't apply to you, it probably applies to someone you know. So please contact Baker Senior Services, and we'd be happy to help people find out the information so we are clear.
Thank you.
Our phone number is 415-822-1444, and our housing specialist is located at 5600 A 3rd Street, and her number is 415-647-5353.
Okay? Thank you so much. Now that sounds like a good thing going, because if you haven't been up on Jamestown, if you haven't seen the buildings up there that are already built, then you need to go up and take a look at them, and I understand they're better than the ones where I'm living at 5,900. So, and I thought I was there a really nice one, but I understand these are even nicer. So if you have that opportunity, if you need a place to rent, you might want to take a look at those. And I just thought, since I'm involved in it, I thought I'd just push it a little bit further. So thank you so much, and I hope some of you will take advantage of that, to live in that neighborhood and in this community. Thank you. Anyone else for public comment? Hearing none, public comment is closed. Announcements?
Okay, I have two articles from President Kennedy. I also have some available if anybody would like one. The first is for California High-Speed Rail Small Business Opportunity Conference. And the second is for the upcoming Urban Agriculture Town Hall meeting in San Francisco.
Okay, yes.
President Kennedy, there is one more announcement. The NARC Urban is having a symposium on next Thursday, I believe, December the 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. And it's going to be talking about President Obama's healthcare initiative. And so if you're interested, you need to contact Terry Mitchell at the NARC Urban. I don't have his phone number right now, or you can call the site office at the Hunts Point Shipyard at 415-822-4622 to get that information. We're encouraging all small businesses in the community and outside the community to come hear about the Obama initiative. Thank you.
Anyone else with an announcement?
Good afternoon, as you know, that was as you know, I would like to say that on the 10th, no, the 8th of December, they're having their 16th annual march, and it's going to begin, it's the unity march that they have every year. And they're going to start at on Lowell Street behind the from Bayshore, McDonald's, and it'll start from there. So at 11 a.m. And I just want to state that I will be Grand Marshal. So at 3rd and Blue and the mall there. So we're hoping that everyone will be in. So and I want to announce for tomorrow at 12 noon, our manager will be here as well as supposed to be the president for Art Forest. So those of you that would like, it is with the Human Rights Leadership Council of San Francisco. So you all are welcome to come tomorrow at 12 noon. We'll be 12.
Thank you. Any other announcements? Hearing none. That is closed. The President's report, I have no report for the evening. New business request from the commissions.
President Kennedy, I would just like to ask the commission to consider that all of the invitations that we sent out for year 2012 for special presentations for those who did not and were not able to make those meetings, that we just resend those letters out for them and give them dates for 2013. Because I feel that some of the people that the commissioners in the community need to hear from and that were unable to make it, we need to probably do our due diligence and ask them to come back out at least a second time. So that's my recommendation for some of the new business requests for presenters for 2013.
Thank you. I'm going to let you know that our meetings for Wednesday, December the 26th, 2012 has been canceled because it's right after Christmas, and therefore we canceled that meeting, so don't plan to come. All right. public comment again at this time? Hearing none, public comment. See, he uses him. I continue to use this hand. But anyway, it is now adjournment. And we have a reception for the San Francisco Public Utilities Commission General Manager, Harlan Kelly Jr., and the San Francisco City Administrator, Naomi Kelly. We are just delighted that they have allowed us to come and say thank you to them and to honor them for such a wonderful being chosen to hold those positions in San Francisco. And I believe, if I'm not first female and the first African American. Is the first African American to hold that position. And are you or am I wrong?
No, actually, I'm the first husband of city.
That's how you chose to marry somebody who was already working in the city. And therefore, you could remain. So congratulations anyway to both of you on your positions. We're going to start our program, and we have scheduled events, and I just about made my opening remarks except to say thank all of you for coming. I think you show them that you really care about what they're doing and are there to reach out and help them whenever there's a need to help them along the way. At least if it's only through your prayers, they will accept that. So I'm sure that the community, not only the Bayview Hunters Point community, but the whole city and county of San Francisco should be very proud of those two people. And, you know, I'm sorry that Mr. Nuru, I don't think he came, Mohammed Nuru too. He was appointed as the director of the Department of Public Works. And I should have had him in this too. But we'll have to take him next time, I guess. But he is also I don't know if he's the first African American to hold that position, but it is an honor that he's African. Well, we call him that anyway. He's been in this community a long, long time, and I know he ran a spectrum program in this community. But nevertheless, I am just delighted to see all of you here. And I hope you will enjoy yourself. I think we have an excellent repast for you. And cooked by the, and now I think all my names are here, but I will, if I can, you know, I'm not good at names, even though I know my commissioners. We have our commissioners present. Mr. Ellington, Commissioner Ellington. And she works for me. Commissioner LeBlanc, Commissioner Amelia Brown, and Commissioner Valerie Brown. Commissioner Chang, and the other commissioner is missing tonight, so Al Norman has not arrived. I think he will be coming later. But these are the commissioners for the San Francisco Facility Commission. Bayview. And of course, our executive director sitting next to me is Mr. Moses. And our clerk for the night, Elani, and our city attorney, Mr. Lottie. And I think that's all the ones I have on the paper. And Francis is standing in the door. Francis Starr. And anyone of our staff is here tonight?
Carla Vaughn is absent, but she's our commissioner secretary, as well as Marilyn, who's not here as well.
All right, they're not here. Thank you. I don't know.
I was just trying to hide out in the back.
Don't try, Chris.
Let us see you.
On the community college
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were speaking to me.
City and County of San Francisco.
I'm Henry Alvarez from the housing. I'm following
Please
that.
stand. Nobody's here. Thank you. Now, Linda Richards is wears a couple of hats. She's also a member of the Multi-Purpose Senior Center Board, and she sits which commission now? I know you used to be on planning. Special? Oh, Treasure Island. Okay. Anybody else?
I waved and stood up. And you again, Ms. Jackson?
Stood up. That's why.
I'm Henry Alvarez from the Housing Authority.
Yeah, act like you're ashamed of these commissions. So let me,
I take direction well.
we now ask, we're now going to have words from the city administrator, Ms. Naomi Kelly. I've already introduced them, and I guess I was looking forward to seeing those beautiful children tonight. I think you just wanted to be out and have a good time on your own tonight without the children.
Thank you, Supervisor Kennedy. You're always a supervisor in my heart. I just want to say it's what an honor, and thank you for honoring both Harlan and myself this evening. And Supervisor Kennedy, you hit the nail on the head. Our responsibilities are vast, and whatever support we can get from the community, prayers, blessings, wisdom, we will greatly appreciate and take all of them. As I look here tonight, I look up at Alex's picture, and I started my career with the city in 1996. And he, along with many of you in this room, as I look out into the audience, immediately took me under his wings and helped guide me. In 96, I was working in the mayor's office in neighborhood services with regards to community issues, and he was then the head of the NAACP. And with that, with this commission and your mission to provide opportunities for those who are here within this neighborhood, whether it's jobs, health, you name it. I appreciate all the work that you do and any advice that you give to us. It is with great honor and respect that I am always listening for your words of wisdom. Whether it's Dr. Moses, who took me under his wing, Commissioner Linda Richardson immediately, Cedric Williams, Charlie Walker, Espinola, all of you took me under your wings. I was just making sure you were awake over there, Charlie. But really, I'm really proud of Harlan. And I think it's right that he is now the general manager of the Public Utilities Commission, and this is the service he's given back to the city. And as I introduced him, he's been with the city for quite a few years now, and he's always thought about giving back to the community. Before I met him, it was under then Mayor Frank Jordan, that he came up with the brainchild with the late Robert Mason, who's from the Baby Hunters Point community, about Project Pool, when he was just an engineer in the Department of Public Works, working on the parking garage at SF General, which wasn't built at the time, but he was the primary engineer on that project. And he thought about his time at UC Berkeley, where he was the only African American in the School of Engineering. And as he tried to pull up and diversify the ranks of the Department of Public Works, and not just the operations side, the crews, the workers, but the engineering side, how do we get more African Americans interested in math and science and in the engineering field? And he discussed this with Robert Mason, and they came up with Project Pool. And now Project Pool is being recognized by the Federal Department of Labor, which I think is just awesome. And it's an institutional program now within the city and county of San Francisco. And then when Mayor Brown became mayor, reached down into the ranks of the Department of Public Works to have the first African-American city engineer in its history, and that was Harlan. And with that, there was always, there was a boom during the Brown administration. There was Moscone West, the Palace of Fine Arts, the Conservatory of Flowers, all these big construction projects. And he, of course, monitored those projects, but what he spent his every day, most of his time on every day, was making sure that there was a swimming pool in the southeast sector and making sure that project stayed on course. And he spent the majority of his time on King's Pool, not just to make sure that we had a pool in the Bayview Hunters Point area, but to make sure that we could diversify and have small business, African-American small businesses, because we could say that then was before 2009. But minority small businesses working on that project to the extent that he could. And then to leave from there and go to the Public Utilities Commission, he took it upon himself to make sure that programs like here, the Southeast Community Facility with the treatment plant next door, making sure, working with many of the folks here and with the Public Utilities Commission, Julia and Alice and our team, that there's a community benefits agreement that's attached to it, because as we are dealing with all of the horizontal, i.e. tunnels underneath our streets, that means we're going to be digging up the streets in front of people's houses, and there should be a community benefit to the neighborhood. And he is spending most of his time making sure that that occurs. And because of that, I think of just his career throughout the city of San Francisco, he is a great leader for to be the next general manager of the Public Utilities Commission. And so I'm very honored to be married to him. As I have ascended into becoming the city administrator, I've actually, not just because he is my husband, but I've learned a lot from his management style and how he treats the community, how he treats his employees, how he manages. I learned from him, and he's also one of my role models, so thank you very much.
So let me know what I need to pay you after this. I'm fine. Wants me to get up there. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. I thought it was going to be storming, and I was thinking about, should I come to myself to attend this event? But I am honored that people brave the elements to come out here. It means a lot to Naomi and I to really come and be celebrated amongst our people. And I'm really honored to be here today. I had an opportunity to come out here, Janet, what was it, a week ago with Bridget? We went out here, and I'm looking at this with new lens on, because before, I'm doing infrastructure, I'm not in charge of wastewater, I'm not in charge of water, so I just kind of look and say, man, they should do something about this. But now, I can do something about this. I hated to walk through this facility with me because I was complaining. And so one of the things that Juliet Ellis, what Juliet stand up? She is one of the people don't recognize it, but she's responsible for putting community benefits into our contracts. And a lot of these contractors who are looking to try to do work, what we're doing is leveraging those resources, and we're bringing them back into the community. And it's because of her that we're doing it. So as far as this facility is concerned, we're going to be pumping in like up to $15 million in this facility. And so, anyway, so what we're going to do is the first phase started, right? Today? Okay. So what we did, so you hear it, we moved the staff, we had to relocate the staff into the trailers. By the way, those are some nice trailers, okay? You don't have to worry about heat, it's insulated, it has Wi-Fi, it has everything. So there's some awesome trailers. And so we're relocating staff so we can remodel. The construction will take about 4 months in the phase 1, and then we're gonna bring back the staff and we're gonna start talking about phase 2. And so we plan to really give this place a major facelift. And so walking here, one of the things I talk about, because our picture and he was my mentor. Our first responsibility together was to keep Sam Murray out of trouble. And we had to go to Espanola to help us as well, because he was hiding at her hideout, because people were looking for him. I remember those days. Sam was inspiration in my career. He showed me the ropes, and as the then mayor, Willie Brown, was looking for a new team in the Department of Public Works, he and Alex really advocated for me to become the first city engineer. And what a ride working for Mayor Brown. I tell you, we've done a lot of work under Mayor Brown, and the mayor is a difficult mayor. He wanted everything done quick, fast, in a hurry. And if you didn't do it, he wanted my resignation on his desk. So my resignation stayed on his desk because he was very demanding. And so when he asked me to go over to the PUC to work on the water system because it was a race against time, I looked at him and I said, what else is new? I'm used to doing things fast. And so we made some major accomplishments together and to make a difference. But I think the one thing that my wife and I share, and also with the mayor, is about community. Yeah. And I look at it, this is my community. Yes, and we're gonna invest over $2 billion in this community. And we want to make sure that everybody participates in this community. Make it clear. I'm not talking about handing things out, it is providing work opportunities. And so one of the things that we are looking at is breaking contracts down. And so one of the things that Juliet is working on is a communication RFP where we're just pretty much going to do a roster or pool. And we're going to try to get everyone to participate and work their connections to really work to get the word out. And so we want to provide opportunities for as many people as possible to really, send the message of what our needs and what the responsibilities of the PUC, and just kind of get that out. Also, when we look at construction contracts, I'm so proud that we finally got our first African American, Charlie, are you listening? First African American design contract. That was significant for us to really diversify, the ethnicity of people who participate in the contracting process. The other thing that I'm currently looking at and I'm monitoring is I'm looking at diversifying our workforce at the PUC. And I know Espanola is going to grill me this tomorrow. I'm ready for you though. But just remember, you can't change years overnight, right? Okay. So one of the things I am looking at is, hiring practices and make sure that we are diverse in that manner and look at ethnicity and gender diversity as well. So there's a lot of things that I'm really focused on, and I definitely need the help of the community to stay strong and stay the course. And I tell you, I'm the luckiest man in the world because I got a great staff, a great community, some great kids, and more importantly, a beautiful wife.
You heard a lot, didn't you? Okay. So now that's one of the reasons we wanted to bring them out to this community, to let you know that he's not going to just stand still and do the same old. I'll get to you in a minute. Do the same old. So, I'm happy that you heard some wonderful things tonight. And yes, sir.
I was just saying, I was really came out here today because she said what I was wanting to say. I thank you. I was down at the restaurant last night. There's just absolutely no place out here to park. And after what Muni and the PUC did to this community in promising us 2 parking facilities on 3rd Street because of the lack of parking, if we'd only let them put that train down 3rd Street. So that's been 4 or 5 years ago. And if y'all gonna do it now, it's only contributed to black people. I know y'all gonna do it for the rock.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Go ahead. You missed public comment, but go ahead.
My name is Antonio Bills. I would just like to address.
So you can pull that out and hold it, you know.
I want to address not only the city administrator, but also the general manager of the San Francisco Public Utilities Commission, just as far as community benefits. I may want to address you too. I'm trying not to be radical or militant, but I do have concerns as far as the purpose of this facility. I think we're caught too much in what this facility was built for, as opposed to what this facility is really doing for the community. I mean, it sounds like we're shoving money into this facility, but you touched on it. I don't think you touched on it good enough. We need to actually reach out to the rest of the community. You're giving money to the facility, but the community also needs money on the ground level. We need to be treated as consumers. We need to get compensated as consultants. When it comes to community development and community program, you get all of our ideas for free. That's the way it's been going up until the NAR started doing listening sessions, and that's something that's brand new. I'm pretty sure you're going to piggyback off that and have something like that with the 2 billion, 9 billion, whatever you're going to give to the community. I'm just saying in that process, let's just be aware that this is something new, and I don't want to have to show up, 50 years from now with concerns and be frustrated that this money has came into the community and it's contributed to the demise of our youth. That's what it seems like is happening. Money is being given to other city departments, to community organizations, whose credibility from a community member is just, they don't have any credibility. There's a lot of young black brothers from this community that's going to court in the morning that we're not even talking about. There's black brothers and sisters, Latinos that's failing in school that we're not talking about. They vote December 4th. They voted December 4th. What we had called was a swing vote. When it comes to $2.7 million going toward our youth. And you're not talking about
No, we didn't shut your mic off. The batteries have run out. Oh, okay.
I just want more transparency from the people that's making the decisions as far as how this money will be spent. Not how we think it's going to be spent, but when it's time to shovel the money out, we need to be at that table also. It seems like we're at all the tables before, and then when it's finally, the money's finally shoveled out, we may see a slight reflection of our input. But I mean, I understand that you're going to start compensating us now for our input. That's what it sounds like, because for years we ain't even been compensated as consultants. Now, once we get, I think that's a cover-up. That's all. I don't want to get militant. I want to give you a chance. I want to give everybody a chance with this new money. But I've seen money go bad. I've seen money go bad, and I don't want to come back to the same body of people and hold everybody accountable for everything that they. I would hate to have to do it, but I will do it. It's just amazing that we can all get here for this shindig, and when it's time for something to get done. You say you're part of the community. When it's time for something to get done at City Hall or at the Public Utilities Commission, this body won't show up as one body. This body show up with special interests.
So
what I'm saying? So it's like this gathering is for nothing.
What we do that you may not know about, what we do is we actually take gang members off the streets, working with San Francisco PD, and we put them to work under the Garden Project. So
no. You need to get.
All right, I'm not gonna have a debate. He's answering you.
So I'm just saying that's just one issue. We go to other organizations and partner with them. And so the only thing I'm saying is that we are trying to reach as many people as possible. If we're not reaching you, it's not to say that we don't want to reach you. We just haven't gotten there yet. So why don't you work with us? Why don't you? No, I'm just saying.
I'm going to start the move right now with my message.
Young man.
So this is that's the heart of the community.
Yes.
I haven't seen anyone out there scooping up gang members, putting them anywhere. We should put it on a piece of paper.
All right, young man. You have your say.
I'm an outreach worker. I'm a business.
And Antonio, we are thankful for it. We are thankful for it. And continue to do that. And continue to do that, brother.
There are a lot of things going on in this community that you don't know about. And a lot of good things are going on. So, I mean, we can't just stand up and talk about all the stuff that happened years ago. So, let us move forward.
All the promises you made.
It's not this type of forum tonight. We have a brief presentation by Mr. Sanborn of the Sanborn Nursery Project. Okay, you want the mic? Oh. Okay. He's just waiting for him to move.
Oh, okay.
On behalf of the commissioners, the staff, and the greenhouse tenants next door here, we'd like to present you with these two work inspirations. My wife is
Now we go into our closing remarks will be coming from our Executive Director, Mr. Toye Moses.
Well, I'm going to read my little speech. On behalf of the Southeast Facility Commission, the staff, and the Bayview residents, I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for coming to celebrate with us the accomplishment of this wonderful couple, Naomi and Harlan Kelly. Naomi, we congratulate you for and wish you a successful tenure as a first African American woman to serve as San Francisco City Administrator. Hannah, we congratulate you also and wish you a very successful tenure as second African American to serve as General Manager of this powerful San Francisco Public Utility Commission. You are indeed our rising star. To our friends and colleagues who are here today to witness this memorable occasion, we sincerely thank you. Special thanks to Ron Martin, who is the cook today. Ron, where are you? He is also the president of the Baby Rotary Club. You know, we co-sponsor this together. Integrity Plan Services, before San Francisco Food, and most especially to the Southeast Facility Commissioners. Our president, Willie Kennedy, you should see her yesterday. She was going around trying to help us to put this together, shopping around, and she's 80-something plus years old. And we want to thank my staff for the wonderful job they have done. Yes. And most especially the San Francisco Public Utility Commission staff. Thank you and thank you and thank all of you. Thank you again. Thank you, Hannah.